Hello there. Boris Johnson issued a statement yesterday calling on the UK to prepare for a no-deal exit from the Brexit Implementation Period. But is this, as some are claiming, all just for show? Firstly, please subscribe and like this video to give my channel a boost. And I'm always uploading new content, so please do check back daily. And a big thanks to my Patreon and PayPal supporters. No sooner had I uploaded a video yesterday asking if this was no deal Brexit day than Boris Johnson was on TV making a Brexit statement calling on the UK to prepare for a no deal Brexit. And Brexiteers across the land have hailed it as heralding the Brexit they all wanted, a full no-deal exit from the European Union. Boris did, however, leave a negotiating door a little ajar, leading some pundits to call this a negotiation tactic and claim that there will be a deal very soon. And the EU is also no doubt believing this is the case, especially given the EU Council instructions to their negotiator Michel Barnier to keep ploughing on. So is this all theatre with a deal being cooked up in secret? Well, if that's the case, it's going to have to be a deal that somehow allows the UK to totally control its fishing grounds while handing the fish over to the EU fishing community. A deal that allows the UK to completely dictate its own laws, but under the control of Brussels. A deal where the UK has absolute freedom to formulate its own trade and state aid policies, but only if Brussels okays them. An impossibility, as you can well imagine. So a deal at this stage would entail climb downs by one side or more probably by both sides. And any climb down on those major issues would not go down well in the UK or the EU, so I don't see that happening. And when you read the PM's statement, you can see that the tiny window left open for more negotiations was merely for the EU to come and talk on UK terms. In his statement, Boris said, "And from the outset we were totally clear that we wanted nothing more complicated than a Canada-style relationship based on friendship and free trade. To judge by the latest EU summit in Brussels, that won't work for our EU partners. They want the continued ability to control our legislative freedom, our fisheries, in a way that is obviously unacceptable to an independent country." And then he said that with only 10 weeks to go until the end of the implementation period, he had to make a judgment on the likelihood of the UK and EU agreeing a deal on time. And he continued with, "And given that they have refused to negotiate seriously for much of the last few months, and given that this summit appears explicitly to rule out a Canada-style deal, I have concluded that we should get ready for January the 1st with arrangements that are more like Australia's, based on simple principles of global free trade. And we can do it, because we always knew that there would be change on January the 1st, whatever type of relationship we had. And so now is the time for our businesses to get ready, and for hauliers to get ready, and for travellers to get ready." And as he said before, the UK stands ready to discuss the practicalities of things like aviation and social security. And then he stated the terms on which he would continue negotiations with the EU when he said, "But for whatever reason, it is clear from the summit that after 45 years of membership they are not willing, unless there is some fundamental change of approach, to offer this country the same terms as Canada." There you have it. Boris is saying it will take a fundamental change of approach by the EU to get him back around the table. A fundamental change of approach that has at its core an aim of a Canada-style free trade agreement. And to back that up, reports soon came flooding in that the UK Brexit negotiator Lord David Frost had informed his opposite number, the EU's Michel Barnier, not to bother travelling to London next week as there'd be no one here for him to talk to. A bit embarrassing for the President of the EU Commission, Ursula von der Leyen, who had tweeted out that the EU continues to work for a deal, but not at any price. As planned, our negotiation team will go to London next week to intensify these negotiations. On this, the Brexiteer Bruges Group think tank tweeted, "Strong rhetoric from the Prime Minister today, followed by firm action by David Frost, who has reportedly told Barnier not to travel to London on Monday for further talks. The government is exerting maximum pressure on the EU and genuinely appears ready for an Australian-style outcome if necessary." And that well-known Brexiteer Tory MP Peter Bones said, "Well done, Boris, standing up to the EU and putting the UK first." His Brexiteer colleague John Redwood was a little more restrained, tweeting, "The UK will prosper more with no deal than with a bad deal." And Dan Hannan said, "I hoped and believed that the EU would act in the interests of its 27 members and agree to a mutually beneficial deal. I was wrong. Boris had no choice but to walk away and prepare for no deal. We should now formally give notice that we are annulling the withdrawal agreement. And I'm hoping that last bit is already in the pipeline, maybe in the form of future legislation that basically ignores it." This has, of course, all gone down like a lead balloon in the EU. President Macron of France tweeted, "In view of Brexit, the British need a deal more than the European Union. The Europeans are ready to continue negotiations. Our conditions are clear and known. It is now up to the UK to choose whether or not it wants a deal." Well, it seems to me that the EU conditions of demanding the UK become an EU colony are well known, but as equally well known are the UK conditions for sovereignty and free trade, and we seem to have made that decision. And would you credit it? Breitbart is reporting that Macron says he is leaving the door to negotiations open, as long as the UK hands its fishing grounds over. And Donald Tusk, remember that Eurocrat? He's tweeted, "Dear Boris Johnson, we all know that you like playing tug of war, but remember, if you play for too long, you can take a nasty fall, and all the others will pay the price." But one Eurocrat seems to have been blindsided. Guy Verhofstadt's Twitter feed has been silent on the matter of Brexit since he put out the following in response to the EU Council conclusions on Thursday. "Once again, the hard Brexiteers who dream of dividing the EU are served a slice of humble pie. The EU 27 and European Parliament is united on Brexit. A close partnership, yes, but also a fair one." Seems like the hard Brexiteers got exactly what they wanted, Mr. Verhofstadt, and all down to the intransigence of the EU. I wonder how the Republic of Ireland is feeling right now. And I suppose we'd better get the mops out to clear up the Remainer tears. Anyway, if you want to hear more from me, please don't forget to subscribe and also press that little bell, or you won't get any notifications. And if you want to see more of me, buy a mug with my mug on it by following the link in the descriptions box below and support me on Patreon or PayPal. So what do you think about this? Please share and comment, and thank you for watching.